Now let's solve for angle QPX. So angle QPX is very simple. Right, we mean the side, okay, QPX. So we need to, get this angle and get this angle and put them together. So that is angle QPX. So this area. All right. So that's what we are going to do. Now we have so many information, okay, that can help us get this side and this side. All right. Now, first of all, let's observe this side. Now, line QP and line PT are the same. So anytime you see something like this, it means this angle the same as this angle. Not wrong to scale. All right. So because this side is equal to this side, you can let this side be x and this side be x. And once we do that, QTR is a straight line, so we can deal with this. So look at this, it's behaving like this. Angle in the straight line, 130, this side is x. So to find x is x plus 130 equals to 180. That will be x equals to 180 minus 130. That will be 50. So this side is 50. And once this side is 50, this side will be 50 because they are the same. So we have 50, 50. And if this side is 50 and this side is 50, remember this side by this side by this side will give us 180. So this side 50, 50, 100, and this side will be 80. Okay. Now, there is one property you need to think about. Now, when we have something like this, okay, we have two parallel lines here. If this side is K, this side is T, so we have two angles. K plus T give us 180. So this side alone and this side will give us 180. So if this side is 130, this side will be 50. Okay, or you can, I think you can use alternate angle, the Z shape, like this. That one too is true here. So this side is 50, this side is 50. So we are free to go. So knowing this side and this side, we can find angle QPX. So angle QPX is simply this 50 plus this 80. So we have 50 plus 80. Okay, that would be 130. All right, 130 degrees. Simple as that.